whistleblower Julie Patidongan and his brother Elakim have filed an administrative case with the National Police Commission or NAPOLCOM on Thursday against former Criminal Investigation and Detection Group Chief Police Brigadier General Romeo Macapas. The complaint accuses Macapas of misconduct, dishonesty, and conduct unbecoming of a police officer. Elakim says their complaints stem from Macapas' actions when they were escorted back to the Philippines from Cambodia to serve as witnesses.
Kinuha nila yung cellphone namin ni Jose at saka nung binalik na nila, wala ng SIM card, wala ng memory card. May mahalagang ebidensya doon na makukuha. Ang gusto ko lang matanggal si General Macapas at ma-dismiss sa service niya.
According to the sibling of one of the missing cockfighters, an alleged CIDG personnel called him and ordered him to blame Julie Patidongan.
Sabi niya, isa si Don Patidongan sa kakasuhan natin. Reklamo ko, bakit niya po kakasuhan? Siya po yung state witness namin. Parang gusto niya po kasing baliktarin yung kaso na ang ituro niya ng mastermind si Mr. Don Patidongan, which is hindi naman po.
For the lawyer of the families of the missing cockfight gamers, their case is strong because of the new evidence.
Sa tingin po, mabibigyan natin ng linaw ang issue nitong missing sa Bungero. And finally, sabi ko nga, makikita natin na, sino talaga ang nasa likod nito.
Easily, ABS-CBN News.
Philippine Party List Representative Laila de Lima requests a Justice Department probe of state prosecutors who tried to revive her dismissed drug trafficking cases. De Lima submitted a complaint letter accusing Provincial Prosecutor Ramoncito Ocampo and other prosecutors of grave misconduct and gross ignorance of the law. The prosecutors had previously filed a motion for reconsideration to reverse De Lima's acquittal in cases that had kept her detained for 7 years. The Justice Department later withdrew the appeal.
Two former Philippine Budget Department officials plead not guilty to graft charges over the allegedly anomalous purchases of medical supplies during the COVID pandemic. Christopher Lau and Arnold Dupla entered a not guilty plea during their arraignment at the Sandigan Bayan at a graft court. They've been charged over alleged irregularities in the purchase of supplies from the Pharmaly Pharmaceutical Corporation. Two Pharmaly executives and several former budget officials were present at the arraignment, but they declined to enter any plea due to pending motions to quash the graft charges against them. A growing consensus in the Philippine Senate to push for a total ban on online gambling nationwide. The Philippine government, meanwhile, tries to curb the industry's ill effects by ordering digital payment platforms to delink from gambling sites. Victoria Tulad has tonight's top story.
E-wallets are given 48 hours by the Philippine Central Bank to decouple from online gambling platforms. BSP Deputy Governor Mamerto Tangonan says this will give customers time to withdraw the funds from their gambling accounts.
We want to give time to the BSP supervised institutions to take down those in-app links and icons to the online gambling sites. The other reason, Your Honor, is so that we will also provide time for the customers, for the consumers, to withdraw their funds from the online gaming account.
This development comes as the Senate Committee on Games and Amusement held its first hearing Thursday into the social costs of online gambling. Majority of senators agree a total ban is necessary, with panel chair Erwin Tulfo calling online gambling a menace.
It does not matter whether it is legal or illegal, licensed or unlicensed. Online gambling is destroying our lives. In the face of this crisis, there is only one moral choice, ladies and gentlemen: end online gambling now.
According to Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri, the online gambling industry grew by 5,564% from 2020 to 2024. While this translates to bigger revenue for government, they can't ignore its disastrous effects on those who are addicted to gambling.
Just this month, again in Bukidnon, there was a police corporal who robbed a convenience store at gunpoint, reportedly for his online gambling. He stole 12,000 from the register before he was arrested.
One of the guests in the hearing included a mother from Bukidnon whose son committed suicide after losing money to online gambling. The BSP also said it has ordered the scrubbing of all links redirecting users to gambling sites in e-wallet platforms.
The Monetary Board of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has approved our policy that we direct the BSP supervised institutions to take down and remove all icons and links redirecting to online gambling sites.
The BSP says it is giving e-wallet platforms until Saturday, August 16 to comply. But senators disagree and warned the BSP of consequences if it fails to deliver on its commitment.
It is not acceptable yung answer bakit kailangan ng 48 hours. We wanted to protect the public Namamakatay na nga yung mga tao
Pag Sunday morning meron pa pong mga games sa mga e-wallet, sir, iko-contempt ka namin.
Yes, Your Honor.
A Philippine party list group welcomes the Bangko Sentral's move to unlink e-wallets from online gambling platforms. Akbayan calls the move a vaccine against the worsening gambling epidemic in the country. The party list also considers it as a big win for Filipinos who have suffered from the ill effects of online gambling.